Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog at stampwithelaine.com. Here's another sneak peek. I made this card with blending brushes and the Loveliest Layers decorative masks. It will be coming in the new January to April mini catalogue for 2023. And you'll find the Loveliest Layers decorative masks on page 62. So there's one mask there which will create this geometric pattern, and then there's a floral one which you can build up. So you start off with that, then you layer this over the top, and then you can do the leaves and you layer that on top for the accents. And that's what I came up with. It's also inspired by what was in the catalogue, but I've tweaked it to make it my own. Also new are some different size blending brushes. These are smaller, and there's 3 in a pack, and that's the larger one. And they've also introduced a blending brush storage unit. This can store both the large brushes and the small brushes, and you can store 9 of them all together. This is the stamp set I'm going to be using, Best Family Ever. It's such a useful set because it's got all manner of relatives that you can put together, from grandpa to husband, wife, 2 types of mum or mom, and then you've got in-laws as well. And then down here you can make up whatever phrase you want. The other embellishment I've used that is new is the Real Red and Burlap Ribbon Pack, combo pack, and this is in the January to April mini for 2023 on page 9, and it's from the Country Floral Lane suite. The inks I'm using are Soft Sea Foam and Mint Macaron for the leaves, Pool Party and Coastal Cabana for the flower, and Petal Pink and Calypso Coral for the background. I also use these adhesive back sequins and gems. I don't know whether they'll still be available in the new year, but at the time of filming they were still current. To make this card, I have a card base in Petal Pink, and this measures 4 1/8 by 11 3/4. In metric, that's 10.5 by 30 centimeters and folded in half so that the card is in landscape. The inside layer is 5.5 by 3 3/4, which is 14 centimeters by 9.5. For the front of the card, the matte layer is in basic white, and that measures 3 inches by 5 inches. In metric, that will be 7.5 by 12.5 centimeters. The second matte layer is 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. In metric, that's 7 centimeters by 12 centimeters. You need some scrap of basic white to do the extra flower, leaves and label. Now the decorative masks have a matte finish on one side and a shiny finish on the other, so you want the shiny side on the top and the matte side on the bottom. Now I've placed my decorative mask over the top of my cardstock, and first I'm going to go over it with Calypso Coral, which is the darker colour. Don't forget to clean your mask after you've finished so that it doesn't contaminate other projects that you work on next. Also, it's easier to clean if the ink is still damp. And you need to clean the underside as well and leave it to dry before you pack it away. Clean off your brush from the residue of the previous ink, and then ink it up with Petal Party and go over that lightly. Just take the gloss of the white off, but you don't want it too dark so that you can still see the stripy detail. When you're doing a blending brush technique, your fingers tend to get very inky, so make sure your hands are clean. Either wipe it with a baby wipe or on your sponge cloth before you transfer to another colour. Now I'm going to glue this to my matte layer, leaving an even border all round, and glue that to my card base. Again, I'm just going to anchor my paper with a bit of Stamp and Seal. Make sure that that is down and it won't move. And I'll blend it with the Pool Party first. Highlighting thing, and the easiest way to do that is place that on top, and you can see where the accent should go. So this is where I laid my template, so I need to put it over that to make sure it's in the right position, and these dots here will help you line them up. Okay, so that's where it should go. Slight adjustment. Then I fussy cut the flower. Set that aside. Now I'm going to do the leaves, and do it in the lighter colour first, in Soft Sea Foam. I want some extra leaves, so I've repositioned my decorative mask, and I'm just doing some extra. Bother, I forgot to press record, but anyway, I've done my leaves, and I'm just going to fussy cut this. So for this card I made it generic, so I didn't put any sentiment there. I can add that later when I need the card. So I'm just going to stamp a sentiment and then cut that out into a flag. So now I'm just going to pop this ribbon along here. It's about ½ an inch above. Bring in the leaves and flowers, and get a bone folder and curl the flower. So I'm going to put this on a dimensional there. A bit dirty, so I'll trim that off as well. Do it by eye in the middle, and then from each corner cut up to the centre to create my flag end. Then pop that on dimensionals as well. So bring back the ribbon. I'm just going to attach it there, put some tear and tape on the back to anchor it down. Then glue this, leaving an even border all round. Sequins. And there you go, that's how you make this masked card using the Best Family Ever stamp set for the sentiment. So I hope you've enjoyed today's project and sneak peek, and I'll be back with more inspiration next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a really happy, joyous New Year's Eve celebration. Bye!